and gentlemen, welcome to Beatrice High School. I'm Rich Huvenik on behalf of the Beatrice Public Schools. We'd like to thank you for attending tonight's ball game here in the O-Zone, and we offer a special welcome to the players, coaches, and fans from Nebraska City High School. Welcome to Beatrice. The Trailblazer Conference and Nebraska School Activities Association, along with Beatrice Public Schools, promotes good sportsmanship by students, athletes, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Any profanity, ethnic, sexist, or intimidating comments or actions directed at the officials, student athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from this facility. And ladies and gentlemen, January 23rd to the 28th is NSAA Winter Officials Appreciation Week. Every year, these individuals attend clinics, participate in rules meetings, and take tests in preparation for the season. During the season, these dedicated men and women take time away from their personal schedules and families to provide opportunities for thousands of student athletes that participate in NSAA activities. Please stand and show your appreciation and give a big round of applause for these outstanding officials. Tonight's officials, Chad Metzger, Brandon Schulte, and Robbie Thielen. Now please remain standing and remove your hats as we play the national anthem. Thank you. And now let's meet the starters. First for Nebraska City, a 5'2" sophomore, number 4, Clarissa Carraza. A 5'1" senior, number 11, Tiara Andrew. 5'7" sophomore, number 23, Isabel Johnson. A 6' sophomore, number 25, Taryn Godsey. Then a 5'8" freshman, number 40, Hannah Marth. Head coach is Scott Kinnison. Now here are their starters for your Beatrice Lady Orange. A 5'7" senior, number 2, Avery Barnard. A 5'8" senior, number 4, Riley Schwezo. 5'7" junior, number 10, Addie Hatcliffe. A 5'11" junior, number 12, Kira Busboom. And a 5'11" junior, number 30, Ellie Jurgens. Beatrice head coach Jalen Weeks, assistant coaches Kyle Colm, Daniel Fairbanks, Devin Stewart, Ben Esmond, Hunter Zarbernicki, and Bailey Zarbernicki. Ladies, let's play some Trailblazer Conference basketball.
And we welcome you to the O-Zone tonight. First round action of the Trailblazer Conference. That was Rich Huvenik, our PA announcer, announcing starting lineups. Our producing engineer tonight, Andrew Johnson. Our camera operator is Tatum Tavenet. Our mission control technician tonight, Alex Veneman. I'm Brian Cook, along with multi-sport standout Tucker Timmerman is joining me back in the broadcast booth. Welcome back, Tucker.
Oh, thank you. It's been a long time, but I'm super excited to be back up here tonight, Brian.
Well, buckle your seatbelts. Get ready for the ride. It's Nebraska City and Beatrice. Second time they've met here, Tucker. The first game of the year, Beatrice won the game over Nebraska City by a score of 54-10. But that was then. This is now a little bit different.
That's right.
And so Beatrice starts with a tip, and we are underway. Pass goes inside. Quickly, Kara Busboom backs it away. Up top, Riley Schwezo back to Addie Hatcliffe for three, and it's good from the left wing. And Addie Hatcliffe starts the scoring off. So Addie, the first points of the ball game are steal on the other side, and that is Riley Schwezo with the steal, and she is hacked in the action. Go to the line to shoot two here. So good start for the Lady Orange. Oh, they scored the two, Riley did. Has a chance to make it a three-point play the old-fashioned way from the free throw line. 5-0 Lady Orange. Free throws up and good. 6-0 Beatrice here early on. Good start for Lady Orange. Nebraska City trying to break pressure by Beatrice. There's another near steal by Avery Barnard that time. Avery this time does steal it. Avery Barnard in the paint, backs it away. Addie Hatcliffe. Up top, Avery, back to Addie. Hatcliffe will go inside. Kira Busboom goes near side to Riley Schwezo. Pass inside, Ellie Jurgens. Great passing by Beatrice here. Ellie Jurgens. Addie Hatcliffe dribbles inside. Lob pass to Kira Busboom. Shot blocked, goes out of bounds off Nebraska City. Good start here, Tucker, for the Lady Orange.
Yes, they're doing a great job attacking this zone. They're getting high-low to short corner, kicking it out, and they're really doing a great job attacking this zone, and they're going to get a lot of points off of it, Brian.
Addie Hatcliffe. Addie is averaging 12.5 points a game. Ellie Jurgens averaging 13 points a game, the two leading scorers for Lady Orange so far this season. Lob pass goes into Ellie on cue. We'll back it away, Avery Barnard. Avery, the defensive specialist, inside the paint. Lob pass goes into Kira Busboom. Shot up missing and rebounded by Nebraska City's Taryn Godsey. Taryn is a 6-foot sophomore averaging 12 points a game for the Pioneers. Godsey, pass inside to her. She is fouled. First foul of the ball game on Beatrice. Kira Busboom picks up her first foul. Tomorrow night we will have Beatrice Orangeman basketball taking on the Rams of Ralston High. Tomorrow also on Beam 2, Lady Orange Wrestling against Millard South. So two broadcasts at once tomorrow. We have Orangeman basketball, Lady Orange Wrestling tomorrow here on Beam Broadcasting. Beam 1 will have the Beatrice Orangeman, and Beam 2 will feature the Lady Orange Wrestling team. And I tell you what, folks, if you've not seen a Lady Orange Wrestling team, tune in tomorrow. You're going to be thrilled. That Autumn Bartlett is a real deal. I'm telling Autumn, I wouldn't want to get a mat with her. She would destroy me. Addie Hatcliffe for three. That one's missing. Rebounded by Nebraska City. And back they come here. Hannah Marth, 5'8" freshman with the basketball. Up top to the 6-foot sophomore Taryn Godsey. Clarissa Carraza, number 4 jersey. Here on the near side is Tiara Andrew. Carraza backs it away, and Barth pass inside, taken away. Ellie Jurgens will deliver it down the floor. Ellie, no look pass underneath. Now the pass up top. Avery Barnard driving, dumps it off to Kira Busboom. Shot missing. Ball goes out of bounds off Nebraska City. Well, Kira's come on strong as of late. She's averaging 5.5 points a game, but she has really had some great games in a row.
Yeah, she's been very physical down on the post, and so it's just exactly what they need down there is to be physical down low and be able to kick it out and score whenever they need.
Well, checking into the lineup here is Annie Gleason. She is checked in along with Callie Schwezo. Pass goes inside. Ellie Jurgens, and travel call. Nebraska City basketball here. 6-0 our score. Lady Orange up on top here. And these two teams met in the very first game of the year. Beatrice winning that at Nebraska City, 54-10. Beatrice right now on a 7-game winning streak. They are 11-1. Neb City 3 launched off back iron, rebound run down, and knocked out of bounds by Ellie Jurgens.
Looked like they were both going for a loose ball there, Brian, and Ellie just knocked it off her knee.
Pioneers with the basketball. Hannah Marth will get it in. The ball taken away by Addie Hackcliffe, and she is fouled. Foul beyond. For Larissa Carranza. Her first, second team foul. Avery Barnard dribbles across the timeline. My big thanks to the person on my left side. I can't say enough about Sydney Reminga, who makes me sound good on the radio by getting like all these rosters that I'm demanding every week. Here's Addie Hackcliffe for 3. Good from the left wing, and Addie with 2 threes. She's got 6 points. 9-0 Lady Orange. 4:14 to go here in the first quarter of play. Yeah, I could talk miles about Sydney Reminga, Gus Brown, the athletic department here. Sydney is the backbone to the athletic department. We all know that. Most people think, well, the AD, Gus Brown's got to be. No. Sydney Reminga runs the show there. Tucker Timmerman will back me up on that.
Oh, yeah, she does a lot in that office there.
Taryn Godsey up top. Hands of Isabella Johnson. Isabella Johnson, a 5'7" sophomore, averaging 4 points a game. Clarissa Carranza. Far side, Hannah Mark. Driving, shot up missing by Ellie Jurgens, but we have a foul committed. And Ellie Jurgens going to the free throw line. She'll be shooting 2. 9-0 our score, 3:42. We'll be talking with Tucker Timmerman a lot tonight, talking about Beatrice basketball on the boys' side and also about his future coming up. Obviously, everybody knows in the world, first free throw up and good, is that Tucker Timmerman will be a Nebraska baseball player for the Huskers coming up next year. Your senior year. I can't believe you're a senior already. I remember back when you were a freshman. Time flies when you're having fun.
That's right, Brian.
Ellie hits 1 of 2 free throws. It's 10-0 Lady Orange. Off to a 10-0 start to begin the game. And we have a timeout called by Scott Kennison, the head coach of Nebraska City. People know golf in the area. Scott Kennison is also the golf coach there at Nebraska City. You ever thought about playing golf, Tucker?
You know, in my free time, I try sometimes. I'm not very good at all by any means. For me, my saying is, if I play more holes than balls I lose in a day, it's a great day.
You sound like Jeff Junker now. Well, Orange been kind of struggling, back-to-back losses against Elkhorn and Ralston, a team you'll face tomorrow. What do you feel like the team needs to improve on pretty quickly to turn things around again?
We just got to get back to our roots on the defensive end there, Brian. We've been struggling on defense, and we've been really focusing on defense at practice. So we're going to get back to our roots and focus on defense in the games, and I think that'll be a great starting point for us.
Is this an easy fix for the Orangemen?
It should be, yes, because in the past, defense has been our strength, and we just have to do better communicating. It should be quick, easy fixes, and I feel like once we do that, it'll lead to even better offense. And our defense, we just have to pride ourselves on it.
I want to talk to you more about each one of the players on the Orangeman team this year, and we'll talk about that throughout the game here. Nebraska City's got the basketball. Lady Orange up 10-0. Neb City with the basketball. Like a big shout out to some of my favorite people out there. Jesse Mice Harms and Carl the dog. Here's Addie Hackcliffe with the steal, put up and good. And Addie now with 8 points. Just another day at the office for Addie Hackcliffe. She has 8 of the 12 points so far here early on in the game. With Jesse Mice Harms, one of our Beam broadcasting. She loves watching Beam along with Carl, her pet dog. Another turnover by Nebraska City. Avery Barnard checks back in. Back in is Ellie Jorgens as well. And my nephew is here. Callan Behrens. He's a freshman this year. You don't have to deal with him, Tucker. Pass inside. Kira Busboom goes near side. Addie Hatcliffe. Addie for three. Just missing. Rebound tipped up. And Taryn Godsey with the rebound for the Pioneers. 12-0 Lady Orange lead with 2:05 to go here in the first quarter of play. Godsey drives, shot put up, missing. Rebounded by Avery Barnard. Here she comes. She's a lightning queen down the floor. Dumps it off to Ellie Jurgens. Shot partially blocked. Rebound comes down. Tara Godsey, but she falls to the floor. That's a traveling call. So Lady Orange with the basketball here, up 12-0 with under 2 minutes to go in the first quarter of play. Again, Ralston comes in tomorrow night to face off against the Orangemen. Back-to-back games against the Rams for the Orangemen. They faced Ralston on the road in Ralston over the weekend. Dump pass into Kira Busboom, and she is hacked in the act, and Kira Busboom will go to the free throw line. She'll be shooting two. Second personal foul on Hannah Martha. Well, you talk about defense. When I think about defense for the Orangemen, you know, he may not score a lot of points, but I tell you what, Luke Feist has really done a great job of rebounding and defense at the low post. Talk about your friend Luke.
He has. He's done a great job. Every game he gets the assignment to guard the best player, and I can't credit him enough. He does a great job doing that, and he works his butt off in practice and game all the time, and he earns all the credit that we give him.
But two other great guards you have that are great on the defensive end is Loomis and Russell are two very quick guys that just hound the ball home.
Oh, man, yes, they do. They get up in your grill, and they're not going to leave you. They're on your side, and you think you lost them. Oh, they're right next to you. They're super fast, and they make a huge difference in late in games and in games. They'll get those quick breakaway steals. It's a huge momentum swing when they get in the game and they have those steals like that.
Steal by Kira Busboom there, and driving down. Riley Schwiezo is fouled in the basket. Riley with 3 points in the game. She goes back to the free throw line. 14-0 Lady Orange. Larissa Carraza picks up her second personal foul. Her and with Hannah Marth have two personal fouls each, but you know, the smallest guys on the court were Trayson and Dawson, but the biggest hearts maybe in that front court for you.
Yeah, because they work so hard and they have an incredible work ethic at practice and in games, and I can't say enough about those two.
Well, the other guard you have is a shooting guard. He has no limits when he comes into the gym. Is Crawford, and talk about Sheldon, his contribute.
Yes, sir. He works incredibly hard in season and off season. He shoots so much, and we have all the trust in the world in him. He can shoot the ball wherever he wants to.
15-0 our score. Dom Salazar comes off the bench and provides great minutes off the bench. You talk about a workhorse underneath. Talk about Dom's contributions this year.
Yes, he's not only a workhorse underneath, but he brings great energy to the game. He works very hard on the defensive end as well. If Luke's out, usually he goes and guards the best player as well. He does a great job defensively and offensively. He works hard, and he can get to any spot on the floor, and he'll take two dribbles, a little spin move, and boom, he's right under the basket. He's a huge offensive and defensive threat for us.
Avery Barnard scored her first basket here just a while ago, and now Beatrice forces another turnover. Beatrice up 17-0, pass inside, and another foul. And going to the free throw line again will be Ellie Jurgens. She is one of two from the free throw line. It just seems like all the puzzle pieces are there to make a good run down in the most postseason, hopefully, and what you guys do. And I know you guys might be struggling right now, but that happens. I mean, we reflect back to 2 years ago when you were a sophomore.
Yes.
And got beat by Nebraska City, came back, turned around, and won a state title. So anything happens, you can't give up.
That's right. Maybe it's a big setback for us, but maybe it's what's best, and we just need to keep persevering through the adversity and keep playing hard.
Ellie hits 1 of 2 free throws there. 18-0 our score. Beatrice up on top. Crew Mites may be one of the best dribble drive personnel I've ever seen on a Beatrice floor. And I call him the Crew because he plays like a motley crew out there. Talk about Crew Mites.
Oh, goodness, yes. He does a great job. He gets in the paint, and he gets to 2 feet, and he looks around. He's not only one of the best dribble drivers, he's one of the best passers on our team, especially against the zone. He'll be looking one way, and all of a sudden he passes the opposite direction. I don't even know how he sees the guy over there, but he passes right to him, wide open layup. He's not only a great offensive finisher, but he's a great offensive passer, too. He does a great job.
Again, all the pieces are right there to make a great run this year. You guys are 7-5 on the season. What do you feel like the team has excelled at better than you thought maybe coming into the season?
Oh, let's see, Brian. We're a very close group of guys together. We've played together for a super long time, so I think nothing's really surprised me. I have huge expectations for this group of kids because we've played together for so long, and we have high expectations for ourselves as well. And so, I don't know, Brian. I haven't been entirely surprised, but we're hoping to hit some strides here and do some big things.
18-0, Beatrice at the end of the first quarter here, and the sky's the limit for you guys. I was hesitant to see whether you would play other sports because you've already made your commitment to Nebraska. I wasn't sure how the coaches there at Nebraska would feel about you playing football and basketball, but they've given you the okay, and
yeah,
everything's good.
Yeah, they're all for it. They love seeing multi-sport athletes. They think it makes you better, both on the offensive end, both on with everything you do. I think it builds your mindset into being tougher in any sport and how to overcome adversity in different areas.
Yeah. Besides, you should stay healthy. I mean, being a 3-sport athlete, has got to help you on the baseball field. Now, I was a baseball player all through high school and college. I think maybe if I look back and I would do something different in high school, I might have been a wrestler instead of a basketball player. It made me a tougher guy if I'd have done that. Do you ever think about that?
Not exactly. I've never wrestled in my life. I've always played basketball and baseball and football. I've never really branched out to do something like that, and so never exactly thought about that. Maybe for the flexibility side, to stay flexible, because those wrestlers, my goodness, they're flexible in what they do on the mat.
It'll make you a tough guy.
Oh, yeah, it
Watch
will.
those guys. I mean, Deegan Nelson may be one of the toughest guys I've ever seen in my life. There's a steal and inbounds pass right out of the bucket, and Avery Barnard now with 4 points, and it's now a 20-0 Beatrice lead here early in the second quarter of play. Well, your family, I can't say enough. The drive, shot up and good. First 2 by Nebraska City. Taryn Godsey with the first 2, makes it 20-2. But your dad, Ryan, your mom, Missy, and your sister have to mean a lot to you and the support they've showed you throughout the years.
Yes, they've been to every game. They don't miss a single thing of mine. Their support means the most to me. And not only my mom, my dad, and my sister, but my grandma as well. She doesn't miss a thing. And the support they show means the most to me.
There's Addie Hatcliffe for 3, missing short, rebounded by Nebraska City. 20-2, our lead. You talk about the heartbeat of athletes. It's got to come first off with the family and the support you get from the student body, from the administration, from the coaches here. Talk about the support. We have one of the best student bodies in the state. We have one of the best cheerleading squads in the Midwest, one of the best pep bands in the country. I mean, and the atmosphere they create for you guys as athletes. Talk about that.
Yes, it's incredible. And the big games and the student section can make a huge difference. Just their energy brings energy to us, and it's just incredible to be able to play in front of our student body, in front of our amazing fans, and in front of the pet van. Nothing gets you more hyped up in warm-ups except for the pet van, and my goodness, it's the best.
They're one of the best in the country. I mean, I walked in here my very first time 22 years ago and saw the atmosphere. I felt like I was in a college atmosphere. First time in the U-Zone years ago. The drive by Annie Gleason, and she is fouled. She'll go to the free throw line here. But the atmosphere provided in the O-Zone gives you guys a distinct advantage here at home, unlike anywhere else I've been.
For sure it does, Ryan.
Annie Gleason to the free throw line here. Try to score her first buckets of the game. Annie, first free throw up and good. That was way high arc there by Annie. 21-2 our score. She has one more coming here. Second free throw up and good for Annie Gleason. Her first 2 of the game. 22-2. The coaching staff, I can't say enough about. You got to blend. Clark Ribble's done a great job developing a coaching staff of former athletes from Beatrice High School. You know, you look at the guys down, Brando Rickenberg, great basketball player, great baseball player. Just Zach Decker's going to be a baseball coach here this year. There's a pass down, but Kara Busboom and travel call goes back to Nebraska City. Talk about the coaching staff you guys have, what motivates you and how they do it.
Yes, some of the key words you said there, Brian, was they are from Beatrice and they understand Beatrice basketball. And that's something we pride ourselves on, is play Beatrice basketball and try not to play any other way. And all the coaches understand that, and they want to follow that exact thing. So it's great to have those guys. They push us every day in practice, every day in the game, and if something's wrong, they know it because they formed the relationships with us, and that means a lot to us.
How much pressure was put on you after winning a state title in basketball a few years ago, just as a sophomore, to carry on, try to win another state title?
You know, Brian, it wasn't even on my mind going into baseball season at all. I want to play the game. Baseball is my love, and I just want to play the game and do it to the best of my ability every day.
Well, you've also got a baseball state title under your belt as well, and we'll talk about baseball here in a little bit. We'll talk about the upcoming season for you. Here's Annie Gleason, shot blocked by Taryn Godsey. 22-2 our score. Andrew Johnson is our producing engineer. Tatum Tavenant, our all-star camera guy. Wouldn't trade Tatum in for the world. Alex Veneman down in Mission Control. He's a technician down there running all the things with Andrew Johnson. I'm Brian Cook, along with future Nebraska Cornhusker baseball player Tucker Timmerman, and obviously three-sport multi-talent here at Beatrice High School. Godsey across the timeline. Beatrice picks him up, man-to-man defense here. 22-2. We're halfway through. There's a steal by Ellie Juergens. Ellie driving, lays it up and in, and Ellie Juergens now with 4 points. She leads the team in points with 13 a game. We have a timeout called on the floor, 24-2. We've also got a state championship. Not a lot of people remember this and know this, but a state championship team, the Black Diamond Dancers, and we'll see them at halftime here. And talk about those girls. You know them. You know, you go to school with them. Talk about the talent they have.
Well, at that time, so that was sophomore year as well. We had 3 state championships that year. That was an incredible year. But yeah, I know they work very hard, and I'm pretty sure they practice after school, sometimes in the mornings, and they work very hard at their craft, and they do very well.
Yeah, loads of talent. Cheerleaders, yeah, I mean, they're the pride and joy of Beatrice High School. Talk about the cheerleading staff, how they get things motivated for you.
Yeah, they keep everyone involved as well. When we do pep rallies at the school, they're heavily involved. They try to get all the students super excited. They have a heavy involvement with our student section. When we have big student sections, they get them excited, do little dances and everything like that. And they do a great job cheering and everything like that.
Well, you've had a lot of memories so far, you know, in your career here at Beatrice High School, and I'm sure they're all way up there. But if you were to pick one memory that you know will stick with you for a lifetime, what would that be so far?
Oh, Brian, there's so many memories to pick from. That's really hard, but I would definitely have to say probably baseball state, because baseball is just so special to me.
Thank you very much. Being a former baseball player, you know, I never won a state title in baseball, and that's just a remarkable feat. And you got a great baseball team coming up back with you. Russ Jobman, I got to say hi to Russ. Free throw up and good. He's watching in on beam, and Russ has had a couple of sons that have played baseball with you. Team this year, what's it look like?
I think we're going to look pretty good. We're going to have a couple pitchers that are returning and quite a few new bodies on the field this year. So it'll be great for us. But I think we have a great chance of having a great year this year. I think we have great bats in the lineup, and because we had a great JV team last year as well. And with a lot of bodies, a lot of people come from the JV squad, and we had a great JV team last year, and so I think we're going to be pretty good this year as well.
Addie Hatcliffe driving baseline. She had both of her free throws. She's the first player in double figures with 10 points in the game, 26-4. Meanwhile, Taryn Godsey has all 4 points for Nebraska City so far here in the first half. 3.5 to go, 26-4. There's a steal by Riley Schwezo. Get it down to Callie, her sister, younger sister. Addie Hatcliffe. Inside, Ellie Jurgens. Ellie spins, backs it away. Ball tipped out of bounds by Nebraska City. Well, talk about some of those great returners you're going to have on baseball that's coming back for positions.
Yeah, so we're going to have a catcher battle at catcher this year. Noah Jobman and Trey Henning. They both got great bats. They're both great on the team. And we're going to have Deegan in the outfield. He's another great arm for us. Jackson Blackburn's shortstop, played second base most of his other times, but I believe he's going to play shortstop this year. He's going to do a great job there. Oh, let's see, who am I missing? Luke Hamilton did a great job. He filled in about any role. He played outfield, he played infield, he played anywhere we asked him to play, and he had a great bat as well.
You know, he takes over, Connor Hamilton was their catcher, and he went on to Doane College. So Luke's got that bloodline of baseball players. His dad's he's a greenskeeper at the Beatrice Country Club. I thought those boys would go golf, but no. They're playing a real sport of baseball.
Oh, goodness, Brian.
Yeah, Luke is great. I love Connor to death, too. And so what do you feel like the strengths will be this year? Will be offense, pitching?
I feel like we'll have a very good defense this year. I know Decker really prides ourselves on the defensive end, no matter what sport it is. And he wants to make sure we don't make errors in the field and do anything along those lines.
Well, Chris Belding was your coach, and Zach Decker taking over there. Zach Decker was a baseball player here at Beatrice High School, went on to play football next level, but what a great baseball player he was. So he's got a lot of knowledge to pass along to kids.
Yes, he's been a coach for all of us in many different sports. He coaches football, he coaches basketball, he coaches baseball, and we have great relationships with him, great bonds, and we're all very close with him. So I think it means a lot for us that he's now a big part of our team again this year.
Nebraska City with the basketball, 30-4. Beatrice up big here under 2 minutes to go. There's a three up and good by Milena Madsen. She scores. Taryn Godsey with other 4 points, and 30-7. Addie Hatcliffe, first player in double figures. She's got 10. Goes far side. Avery Barnard. There's Addie for three. Missing. Rebounded by Ellie Jurgens underneath. Ellie back to Addie. Addie at the left wing. Oh, great pass right underneath to Annie Gleason. Great pass inside to Ellie Jurgens. That was great teamwork there, Tucker.
It was. We got two posts in the bottom that are being unselfish and willing to pass the ball to each other. When I think Ellie had 3 girls on her right there, and that was great vision of her. I'm sure there was communication there too. That was really good of those two.
Ellie, just a junior this year. She's playing like a senior this season. I mean, no fear. Avery Barnard goes down underneath Ellie, and ball knocked out of bounds. Good defense there by Taryn Godsey. So 32-7. Under a minute to go here in the first half of play. And Tucker Timmerman, multi-sport standout, joining me on the broadcast tonight. We want to say hi to Jeff Junker out there, as he had some, he's not here due to illness, and we certainly do miss Junk up here, but Tucker fills in great. Shot up and good by Ellie Jurgens, and she is hacked in the act. She's got 10. Has a chance to make it a three-point play the old-fashioned way. 34-7. Jesseline Polanco picks up her first foul. That name, Polanco. Free throws up and good. Three-point play convert. 11 points now for Ellie. My commanding officer in the military, his last name was Polanco. I never thought I'd see the name Polanco again, you know. And sure enough, there's a Polanco in Nebraska City's lineup. So it's not a very popular name. That brings back memories, just the name Polanco.
What a small world it is,
Yes.
I guess, Brian.
I don't think they're related by any means. Maybe
No,
they are.
but
I think his family's from Georgia, my commanding officer, and he's now at the Pentagon. Next time I talk to him, I'm going to ask, do you have any relatives up in Nebraska City? Madsen with the basketball. She hit the three last time down the floor. 3 seconds to go. And Nebraska City runs out of time. 35-7, Beatrice in the lead. The winner goes on to face Malcolm in Malcolm on Thursday in the semifinals of the conference tournament. Again, Beatrice boys playing tomorrow here on Beam Broadcasting, Beam 1, on Beam 2 tomorrow on the stage of the Hevelone Center, Lady Orange Wrestling. Folks, I'm telling you, if you can come and watch it in person, but if you can't be here in person, you got to see this thing. You've watched the girls wrestling team.
I have not. Every time that we've had a game, every time that they've been wrestling here, Brian, we've had a game somewhere else. Yes.
You've got to see this. I mean, names are down there. Autumn Bartlett, she pins her opponents in 8, 10, 12 seconds. I mean, she's not on the mat very long, and more just some great girls. And here they come. Talk about great girls. How about we take a break here from our talking. We'll look in and watch the Black Diamond Dancers.
You set me free. Every time your hands on me, I wanna be your way to shine. I can't deny the feeling that you're giving me. You lit the spark that set a fire. Ooh, oh no. Don't run away from your love. Don't turn away from the heart of the groove, from the way that we move. Kill the lights, we can't lose. Kill the lights and look right at me. Close your eyes, you can see me by the way that I feel. Kill the lights and touch my body. Close your eyes, you can see me by the way that I feel. Come and spin me around, let's get lost in the sound. Close your eyes, you can see me by the way that I feel. Touch my body, kill the lights tonight. Let's live our life. Tomorrow doesn't always come. Don't try to hide, let's have some fun. You can't rely on anything or anyone who fights the love you have inside. Oh, no. Don't run away from your love. Don't turn away from the heart of the groove, from the way that we move. Kill the lights, we can't lose. Kill the lights and look right at me. Close your eyes, you can see me by the way that I feel. Kill the lights and touch my body. Kill the lights tonight.
Your conference champion high kick team, the Black Diamond Dancers.
Welcome back to the O-Zone. I'm Brian Cook along with Tucker Timmerman. Down in our studio, the producing engineer, Andrew Johnson. We call him the maestro for a reason. Camera operator tonight, none other than Tatum Tavin it up here with me and Tucker. And Alex Veneman is in mission control as a technician down there. Great staff on Beam Broadcasting. You want to sponsor broadcast of Beam Broadcasting, please contact the Beatrice Educational Foundation, Doris Martin there, or contact the high school and talk with the maestro, Andrew Johnson. If you like what you're seeing here on Beam Broadcasting, please, because that money stays right here at Beatrice High School, goes right back to the program, the class of Beam Broadcasting. We're looking at first half stats. First off for Nebraska City, 4 points from Taryn Godsey, and the other three, a three-pointer by Melena Madsen. For Beatrice, being led by Ellie Jurgens, 11. Addie Hatcliffe has 10. Running down the Avery Barnard has 4. Riley Schwiezo with 4. Kira Busman with 2. Annie Gleason with 2. That rounds out our scoring for Beatrice. But it's been a very impressive first half by the Lady Orange. We'd expect nothing different from head coach Jalen Weeks. And I can't say enough about the basketball coaches we have. We talked about the boys coaches. How about this girls staff? Kyle Colm, Danielle Fairbanks, Devin Stewart, Ben Essam, Hunter Zarbanicki, Bailey Zarbanicki. Great coaching staff for Lady Orange as well.
Yes, I know each and every one of those girls love those coaches, and they have great relationships with them. And they have fun every day at practice, and they work very hard as well.
Jalen Weeks has his team rocking and rolling here, 35-7. Lady Orange with the basketball first. Ellie Jurgens inside. Underneath the Kira Busboom. Kira posting up. Shot blocked by Godsey, and there's a tie-up underneath, or we have a foul. Nope, it's tie-up. It'll go to Nebraska City here. Good hustle there by Taryn Godsey, that 6-foot sophomore. She averages 12 points a game for the Pioneers this year. Hopefully Jeff Junker is down and out. We also heard that Russ Jobman had nasal surgery. We hope Russ is doing fine. He's watching Beam tonight as well, as is Jeff Junker. Here's Addie Hatcliffe, and foul committed. And Addie go to the free throw line where she is 2 of 2 and 10 points so far for Addie Hatcliffe. Talk about great family lines, Tucker. Hatcliffe girls. I deal with one of them, Kylie Hatcliffe, her younger sister at the middle school. She has an older sister making Mac Hatcliffe at Doane, breaking all kinds of records at the high school level. The Hatcliffe family, just tremendous. As Addie hits both of her free throws. You saw Mac Hatcliffe play here at Beatrice High School. She's now at Doane. You're seeing Addie Hatcliffe now. And there's a steal by Riley Schwiezo. Shot up missing. Rebound underneath by Ellie Jurgens. Shot blocked, but she is hacked in the act. And Ellie Jurgens to the free throw line. So we see Mac at Doane College, what she's doing there, breaking records. We're seeing Addie at her best here at Beatrice High School. And there's a younger one, an 8th grader at middle school, Kylie, who may be the best Hatcliffe of them all. I'm not going to tell Addie or Mac that, but boy, Kylie, when she comes to high school, you're going to see, wow, superstar.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you a thing about her, but it sounds, from what you're saying, it sounds like it could be pretty good.
They're just incredible. Ellie Jurgens, free throw, 39-7 her score. Beatrice up big here. And a Schwiezo family. I mean, I've covered. There's a steal by Riley Schwiezo right on cue, because you got Riley and Callie here at high school. But don't forget about the older sisters, Whitney Schwiezo and Emily Schwiezo, that played for Lady Orange basketball. Near side, Avery Barnard for 3 from the near corner, up and good for Avery Barnard. She's now got 7. And she has an older sister breaking records down at Wichita State, and Addie Barnard, a softball player. Like I said, the bloodlines are there. Family lines for Lady Orange.
That's right, and there's 2 more still coming in the Barnard side there, too.
Reese is at middle school. I say Reese Barnard, she's going to be a great basketball player. All 3 of them, obviously, are great softball players as well. Avery Pass inside to Kira Busboom, and she traveled the basketball, 42-7 our score. So you look at the bloodlines of these, of just not, I mean, Orangeman, Lady Orange, it's come down the pipelines, and boy, I tell you what, but right now, Lady Orange, with the Hatcliffs, the Schweizos, the Barnards, I mean, just incredible families. And Pioneers basketball.
Looks like we just stepped out on the line right there trying to save it. Good effort play there.
Ellie Juergens has 2 older brothers. We see one of them down below us there, Trenton Juergens, but Bryant Juergens also played basketball. There's a steal by Beatrice. Back they come. Kira Busboom. Kiera lost it out of bounds. Goes back to Nebraska City. We talked about baseball. We've talked about basketball. Talk about the football career here at Beatrice High School, Tucker.
Oh, man, football has got to be up there. I love football. I love being on the field. I love being able to hit people whenever you want, really, on the football field. It was great to be able to go out and compete on Friday nights. And like we said earlier, we have some of the best fans. And, man, when it's packed out there under the light, there's no feeling like it. No matter if it's 10 degrees or it's 70 degrees, it is the best to play out on that field because the fans are always there. There's a great student section, and we have a great time.
House of Orange, much like the Ozone here. Coach Jeff Keiser, I've been a big fan of his for years, even before he became the head coach here. Talk about Jeff Keiser and the motivation he gives the Orangeman football team.
Gosh, Coach Keiser, he brings such amazing, tremendous energy to practice every single day. And he feeds it so well. And, gosh, I can't say enough about Coach. He's just great, and he makes practice fun, he makes it energetic, and he makes games the same way. We had a very tough schedule this year. Didn't go quite the way we wanted it to go, but he was proud of us all the way through and was very positive throughout the whole thing.
Your coaches are some of the most tremendous coaches we have in Nebraska high school sports. Jeff Keiser, football, Clark Ribble in basketball. You have Zach Decker now in baseball. And can't say enough about these guys. Hook shot up and good by Taryn Godsey. She has 6 points now, 42-9. Nice hook shot. Kind of reminded me of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's old hook shots well before your time, Tucker.
Oh, yes.
There's a drive by Ellie Juergens up top. Riley Schwezo. Riley inside the paint. Back it away to Avery. Avery Barnard. Shot up missing, but she is hacked in the act. So Riley Schwezo to Avery Barnard. You talk about 2 tremendous softball players as seniors this year. Leave this program in great shape in softball.
Both going on to play softball at the next level as well.
That's always great to see, because we've got free throw up and good. Avery's going to join her older sister, Addie Barnard, down at Wichita. She'll be a wheat shocker.
That's right. I know both of them are super excited to play together again, get another chance to do some big things over there.
I'm excited. My brother graduated from Wichita State. He got an academic scholarship to go to Wichita State, but I learned back then it wasn't the Shockers, it's the Wheat Shockers. Much like in Nebraska, people say the Huskers. No, it's the Corn Huskers. Nebraska known for the corn, and Kansas known for the wheat. But they somehow taken those out of the things, made Shockers and Huskers. How about Wheat Shockers and Corn Huskers? Let's go back to old school. 44-9 score. Nebraska City with the basketball. Beatrice up 44-9. So again, get well soon, Jeff Junker, Russ Jobman. Guys, you guys are strong. Nebraska's strong. We're glad you're listening in to Beam tonight. We expect to see you back here in the gym very soon. And again, big thanks to Jesse Mines Harms, who's watching along with her dog Carl. They're always tuned in to Beam Broadcasting. Our thanks to all that are watching Beam. 3 from the far corner, up and good for Addie Hackliff, her 3rd 3 of the game. How about 15 points now for Addie Hackliff? 9 of those 15 from outside the arc. She's 4 of 4 from the free throw line as well. Pioneers of the basketball. Beatrice up 47-9 here, Tucker. Well, let's talk about the Ralston Rams. They're coming in tomorrow. You just got done playing them in Ralston. What do you know about this Ralston Rams team? Obviously, you know a lot about them.
Yeah, they're a very physical and athletic and tough team. Brian, they got I think he's 6'7". He was listed on the roster. Player that he's a big lefty, and he just turns around. He has a little jump hook with his left hand, and it's pretty good. So we're gonna work on trying to make sure to not let them have easy shots in the paint and make sure to stop them in transition because they're pretty good in transition.
Well, they've always been known for great athletes. They're all the way back to the Smith brothers that played Dwight Smith, and they both went to Colorado State to play basketball. But you talk about what kind of athletes they have on the outside, especially the perimeter shooting.
Oh, yeah, they shot very well against us as well. From the line, they shot well. From three-point, they shot well. It was very impressive how well they shot against us.
So, the adjustments on offense, are they obviously what adjustments that you and Clark Ribble make are going to be instrumental to avenging that loss?
Yeah, we're like I said earlier, we're really going to pride ourselves on the defensive standpoint again tomorrow night and try to get back to our roots and play some great defense.
The 6'7" sophomore you were talking about, he's averaging 15 points a game. Deacon Courtney, he's a load, but we've got a few other seniors averaging over double digits. Rex Buttonback, 6'5" senior. Max Hoffman, a 6'3" senior.
Yes, they hit some big shots yesterday in the game. Well, not yesterday, I guess that would be last week in the game we played against them. They had some big shots down the court, and they played very well against us.
Well, we're not going to give out secrets here on Beam what's going to be changed, but I know some things will change. And first off, you have it at home. We talk about home court advantage here. How important is that to getting some payback against the Rams?
It is huge, especially when we have great fans like we do here in the O-Zone. The momentum changes everything, and it's just great to be back in the O-Zone.
Avery Barnard underneath the Kira. Bust boom up and good. Kira's got 4 points now. 49-9. Kira Busboom, a great volleyball outside hitter. And she takes that talent to the basketball court for Jalen Weeks and the Lady Orange. Ball taken away. There's Riley Schwezo, almost with another steal, and it's off of Nebraska City, so it was a steal for Riley Schwezo. Riley up top. You mentioned her sister Kylie Schwezo. She's on the team. Whitney Schwezo played a few years ago. It was 3 from the near corner miss seen, and rebound run down by Nebraska City there. Now taken away by Ellie Jurgens. Pass underneath to Addie Hatcliffe. Triple team has to back it away. Ball already thrown away. Riley runs it down. We talk about Whitney Schwezo a few years ago. Great softball player, great basketball player. Older sister Emily Schwezo is a great basketball and softball player. And ball tied up, stays with Beatrice here, 49-9. If, this just off the top of my head here. If there's a pass inside to Ellie, there's a up and rolls in Ellie Jurgens. She now has 14 points in the game. If you were to choose another sport other than baseball to play at the next level, would it be basketball or would it have been football?
I would say it definitely has to be football. I love being able to be on the field during football season. It's just, there's nothing like being able to play football. Because after high school, I'm never going to be able to be able to put on the pads again and go hit somebody, I guess, to legally say. Be able to legally go do that and be able to go compete with all my brothers on the field like that. But I can always go pick up a basketball and go to the Y and play a little on a rec league or something.
What position would you play at the college level?
I wouldn't be sure about that. I mean, I love playing defense, but I also love offense. It just depends on what they would recruit me as or for.
Well, 51-9 here at the end of the third quarter for Beatrice lead. There's a Beatrice graduate playing in the NFC Championship game this Sunday. And I know you watched him as a youngster growing up. Talk about the influence that Cam Jurgens has had on Beatrice football program.
Oh man, being a three-sport athlete, he really influenced me to be a three-sport athlete as well. It's incredible to watch him. It was incredible to watch him in high school, and then to be able to watch him at Nebraska, and then now be able to watch him at the highest level possible. It's just incredible to be able to see that. Being able to look up to him is huge for me.
Did you become an Eagles fan?
I'm a Cam Jurgens fan. Wherever he goes is where I'm going to be a fan.
He is incredible. I tell you what, we've had some players move on, bigger and better things in the past. And, you know, Xavier Oman went to the NFL after playing at Northwest Missouri State for years. And see Cam's excel. What would it be like to be your first year in the NFL and win a Super Bowl ring?
That would be something crazy, Brian. I couldn't imagine the feeling of that.
I'm thinking about maybe you winning a World Series ring in your first year in the Major League Baseball program.
Oh man, Brian, that would be a dream come true for me.
Well, I can tell you the one team to go to if you want to win a World Series. That is my Houston Astros. Of course, Andrew Johnson, the maestro, wants to play for the A's. I say the Astros. What's your favorite Major League Baseball team?
I would have to say I've been a long-time Boston Red Sox fan. So I would definitely have to say there. But quite honestly, if my dream were to come true, I'd want to stay somewhere pretty warm.
Well, Houston's nice and warm down there. 51-11 as Taryn Godsey hits both free throws. The biggest influence you've had as a student athlete, you look at all the people that have been around Tucker Timmerman, who would it be?
That influenced me the most would definitely probably have to be Cameron Jurgens. Growing up watching him throw down dunks in games and just plow through people on the football field was just incredible for me to watch. And then I had his mom for a teacher, and she was one of my favorite teachers. So the Jurgens family has inspired me so much, and I can't thank them enough for that.
Yeah, Beth never misses a game. His dad, Teddy, goes with Beth, and you got his older brother, who's instrumental in Cam setting state records in the discus and shot put. Colby Jurgens, that whole family, and great Courtney Jurgens was a great athlete as well. His sister and brother. The Jurgens family has meant a lot to Beatrice.
They have, for sure. And Beth was a coach for a while here on the track squad, and man, I can't thank them enough. And to watch Cameron while I was growing up is huge for me. Even watching him, I did track in middle school, and watching him do track, throw the shot put, throw the disc hits, oh man, was that inspirational.
Yeah. A man amongst boys. As Annie Gleason hits both of her free throws. She's now got 4 points, all from the free throw line. She's 4 of 4, 53-11 her score. Beatrice with the big lead. 5:38 to go here in the fourth quarter of play. Nebraska City with the basketball. The winner looks like Beatrice advance on to face the only team to beat them this year in the semifinals, Malcolm. So Beatrice has a chance to avenge a loss on, I think it's Thursday, right?
I believe that's right, Brian, yes. That would be a huge game for them because Malcolm's a good team, and so are Our Lady Orange. They're a great team and great squad, and we played them close, and I think we can play even better next time we play them.
Yeah, Malcolm's got a great team. They have a freshman named Oliver. I know her dad real well, works for the NSAA, but she is unbelievable. The three launch miss seen and rebound underneath, taken away. Beatrice with the basketball down the floor. Lots of new numbers in now. Hannah Marth for Nebraska City drives, shot up miss seen, rebound, comes down, and Delaney Roeder down the floor to Brianna Chapman. Back to Delaney. Here's Annika Glenn. And shot miss, 53-11 our score. A lot of new numbers out there. Lady Orange. Brooke Gleason's out on the floor as well. Trying to see the other name is Callie Schwiezo. Shot put up, missed, seen, but a foul committed. And Taryn Godsey will go back to the free throw line here. If somebody were to come to Beatrice, what would you tell them most about the community of Beatrice? Person never been to Beatrice, Nebraska before.
I would definitely tell them that the community support is huge, and being involved is huge for us as well. I'd say Beatrice sports means a lot to the community, and man, when we have state send-offs and stuff like that, to see the community come around and send us off, because we're in the bus with our heads out the windows, waving around, going crazy, and there is a whole community on the sidewalks cheering us on going to a state event.
It is spectacular. There's a three, top of the key, missing by Delaney Roeder, rebounded by Nebraska City. So when you go to college, you're going to Nebraska University, you'll be playing baseball. What position will you be playing up there? What position will you miss the most of playing when you go to Nebraska?
So right now I'm planning on being a 2A, and I'm going to primarily pitch and then play a corner infield spot, I believe. And so, I mean, I'm not exactly sure what I'll be playing, how often I'll be playing it, but I know I'm primarily going to go pitch. I'll definitely miss hitting as much as I do now, but I can't wait to get up there and get started.
You're coming from great coaching staffs here at Beatrice High School to tremendous Nebraska baseball coaching staff. How close are you with the guys up there?
Oh, I'm super close. When I went on my official, I knew I definitely made the right decision of going to Nebraska. Those coaches feel like family to me, and I stay in contact with them very much, and I just can't wait.
Shot put up missing by Callie Schwiezo, rebounded by Nebraska City, 53-12. Again tomorrow we have Beam ×2 tomorrow. The Orangemen and Tucker Timmerman will face off against the Ralston Rams in the first round. Nice block there by Annika Glenn. Beatrice the rebound, but Tucker Timmerman leads the Orangemen in a battle against the Rams of Ralston High tomorrow at 6 o'clock here on Beam Broadcasting. You can also come out and watch the game. And if not, Beam 2 will have Lady Orange Wrestling tomorrow night from the Heavalone Center. You got a choice there. If you decide to stay home to watch one of those two events, you come out to high school, maybe walk from one event, watch the Orangemen, get payback on the Rams here at the Ozone, walk over to the Heavalone Center and watch what I've been bragging about on this Lady Orange wrestling team. Morgan Moshman, Anna Bartlett, Mia Morris, Jordan Cleveland, the list goes on, and just tremendous athletes. And this is only, 2-3 years old here at Beatrice High School as far as the wrestling program, girls wrestling.
Yes, Jordan Johnson and Corey Wells have done a great job. Jordan has a tremendous boys wrestling program, and it's feeding right off into the girls wrestling program. They do a great job at practice. He makes sure those kids work super hard every day at practice, no matter what. And I can't say enough about Coach Johnson. He's also our head lifting director, I guess you could say, that lifting coach. And man, I can't say enough about him.
He is a great guy, and his son Merrick is wrestling this year as a freshman for Beatrice High School. Merrick Johnson, I saw him at wrestling last year at the middle school level. He's really making his mark as a freshman on that wrestling team. Shot up missing. Deegan Nelson, I can't say enough about, obviously, Nelson boys have been long-standing success here at Beatrice High School. Shot up and good by Annika Glenn, her first two. And it's 55-12. Talk about Deegan Nelson. You've been a classmate of his a lot. The guy's always smiling like, what's he up to?
Oh, man. Deegan, he's a wild kid. I love him, though. I've been very close with him ever since we've been little, and we do a lot together. We hunt together, we play sports together, and, man, we do so much together. I love the kid.
Who's the better hunter of the two?
Oh, definitely Deegan.
Really?
Oh, yeah. He would do anything to go out and have a good hunt.
Now, if he were to invite you to get on the mat with him one day, would you do it?
You know, maybe just for a little laugh, maybe, Brian. I don't know.
55-12 our final score. Lady Orange rolled to a victory. Addie Hackley with 15. Ellie Jurgens with 14. Avery Barnard finished with 9 points. Riley had 4 points in the game. Kira Bestman with 4. Annie Gleason with 4. Annika Glenn with 2. On the other end, Taryn Gotze. She finished with 9 points for Nebraska City. So that's your scoring there. Tucker, I could talk for you another hour about stuff, whether it's about you or about Deegan Nilsson or maybe some of your classmates. Give us a summary on what you saw from the Lady Orange here tonight.
Man, they did a great job attacking the paint. When they had that, when Nebraska City was in their zone, they did a great job getting it inside and kicking it out and getting it back inside to the short corner, to the high post, back to the short corner. They were very unselfish tonight. They did a great job sharing the ball and communicating very well. On the defensive end, how many points did the Neb City score? It wasn't too many, was
12.
it? 12 points.
55-12, yeah.
That's super impressive to watch. A varsity high school basketball team only score 12 points. That's a huge credit to them on the defensive side of the ball. They did a great job with ball pressure, help side. They do a great job communicating, switching. They do everything great on the defensive side, Brian.
One reason fans should come out and watch this Beatrice Ralston boys basketball game tomorrow.
Oh, I think fans should come to about any sporting event they can, no matter if it's boys basketball, girls basketball, wrestling of any sort. I think it's just a great atmosphere to be in, a very positive and fun place to be.
One more comment about your mom and your dad, Ryan and Miss C, and talk about them one last time.
Man, I can't say enough. I can't thank them enough. They've done so much for me growing up. Right now, they're my biggest supporters out there, and I can't thank them enough.
Tucker, we certainly thank you for joining us on the broadcast tonight. Hope Jeff Junker gets well here soon. Tomorrow night, Hunter Zarbanicki will be joining me for the boys game tomorrow again on Beam Broadcasting. Orangemen and Rams go head-to-head. That's at 6 o'clock tip-off time on Beam 2 tomorrow. Watch it, folks. Lady Orange Wrestling. If you haven't watched the girls wrestle yet, get ready, buckle your seat belts, and get ready for a ride you won't believe. I mean, these girls are tremendous wrestlers we have here at Beatrice High School. For our studio engineer, Andrew Johnson. For our camera operator, Tatum Tavenet. For our mission control technician tonight, Alex Veneman. For my partner tonight, Tucker Timmerman. I'm Brian Cook. Have a great night, everybody.